This is Skipper Albert AWOL, the voice of the jungle, broadcasting on the 3BC to all points unknown. If you're within the sound of my voice, you are listening to AWOL Airwaves on the 3BC. And now, here's today's river tip from Skipper Bill of the Congo Connie. Bill says, if you're gonna listen to Three Sheets, make sure you grab a drink, flash some skin, and keep the kids away from the hippo. Thanks, Bill. And finally, passengers requesting that Cheetahs tone down the debauchery should be referred directly to the booking office, where they will receive immediate medical treatment.
Horseshit.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Hello everyone and welcome to a special quickie. We're doing two of them this week on Three Sheets to the Mouse. We're normally five average guys with a love for all things Disney, but joining me on this show are two guys who
drink water.
who drink water. Oh God, not that again.
Beer's made out of water, so I guess that counts.
It's true. Whiskey is proofed with water. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Two guys who drink water. Adam.
What's up?
And Trenton.
Let's be quickie.
We're here to talk to you about some Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, and, well, I guess grab an ice water. Or a Miller Lite.
It's like water.
Because that's practically water. And enjoy this week's episode of Three Sheets to the Mouse. So, Trenton, what are you drinking, if not water?
I am drinking, shout out to my boy David Thacker, Miller Lite.
Well, that's water.
I had a really super long day, so I really just wanted a beer for some reason. I have some nice Woodford downstairs. Like, it's a store select that was given to me as a gift, but I'm going to go with the Miller Lite tonight. At least for now.
I do enjoy Woodford. It's such a good whiskey.
I want to say it's the double oaked, too.
Oh, that's even better.
I think. I'd have to look at it.
That's really, really good. I love the way they like double char. They use like two different barrels and two different char levels, so it's ridiculously filtered and ridiculously smooth.
Huh.
You're gonna really like that. Savor that one. Don't treat that like Calumet.
The Calumet. I just finished the rest of the Calumet. Ugh.
This will last me at least 3.5 weeks.
It's really good, though.
Days. It is.
Dude.
It is good.
And you know me, I like that sweet bourbon, and Calumet's like the perfect, smooth, sweet bourbon.
If you like that, you're gonna love Widow Jane.
Widow Jane is pretty damn good, too.
Pretty excited.
It is nice and sweet and cherry, and has so many good things about it.
I mean, I could mention some stuff that I've been drinking this past weekend, but we'll save that for a different show.
Yeah, so that is the truth of it. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Aloha.
I'm
Snap back to reality.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Especially on those like real short, quick trips.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a longer quick trip, but it was definitely, when it's over, when that Sunday came and we're sitting in the Grand Flow for breakfast, it was like, this is really the end of today. Or the end of the trip.
Well, welcome back.
This is the end of today. Tomorrow begins in a few
Well, it was
hours.
the end of the trip. Well, it was the end of the day. I mean, essentially, it was like breakfast, and then you had to drive home. So it's kind of like you're,
Yeah.
you know,
It was very meta. It's the end of the day.
it sucks.
So welcome back. We will get into the details of your trip on a later show when the rest of the guys can join, because you did some things that none of us will do.
Ever.
You did, yeah. on many levels.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's a whole list of things.
There's some stuff I'll never do again, which I was lucky enough to do on this trip, and it was a fucking phenomenally, I dare to say perfect Disney trip, man. It was pulled out all the stops.
So Adam, what are you drinking tonight?
Water.
What'd you pour in that water?
Just some peppermint oil because my stomach's upset.
Ah.
We're living on the edge today.
Yeah, you are really.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Settle down, man.
Joke's on us, Scott. That's pure vodka. He's fucking shit-faced.
Oh, no. I would never wake up for work tomorrow. There'd be no way in fucking hell.
So speaking of the man you shared a kiddie pool with, I'm drinking some Smooth Ambler Old Scout. Really, really good. It's not bourbon, but it's a blend of different bourbons and whiskeys, and it's ridiculously good and under $30.
It's not a kid's pool. It's just a small pool, okay?
It's a kid's pool.
No, because it goes pretty deep.
Yeah, it goes like 3 feet.
Sorta.
3 feet, yeah.
So, no, what do they call it? A dipping pool? Or soaking pool?
Yeah, that's it.
I was definitely dipping.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you were.
There was videos of that.
Why not dip? You dip, we dip.
That's a rough.
Oh,
that was a rough video to watch the next day.
That was a rough video to watch that night.
Yes.
I mean, I was having fun. I have no regrets.
So
Matters.
since you were down at the World, let's talk tonight a little bit about what's going on down at the World. And the first thing I want to talk about is the new Club 33 over at Magic Kingdom. So you got to spend some time at Magic Kingdom, right?
Yes, I did. I saw the building.
The scrim is down. The building's up. These bougie motherfuckers are going to have a nice view of Happily Ever After.
But
It's very nice.
That's why it is where it is. That's why they built it where it
Yes.
was going to be. So it was expected.
It definitely blends in well with Adventureland. Like, if Brant wouldn't have told me that it was Club 33, I would have had no idea.
Yeah, they did a really good job. They've got those like mullioned windows, with kind of that. It's almost like Victorian style architecture, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's that old. It's what you think of when you see, like, you know, back in
Caribbean.
Your typical, you know, stereotypical watching an old movie. Old English people move to somewhere where it's exotic and they build a replica of their home. Like, that's what I.
So is it Tarzan?
It kind of does look like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close.
I mean, it looks great. There's a cool little bridge you can see where, you know, you can look out onto the little. I don't know if is it a moat. Is it a moat?
Yeah, it's like an extension of the Fantasyland castle moat, even though they've really reduced that by a ton. It's not much a moat. It's more like a river.
I would say it's a river.
I guess the only problem I have with it, Club 33 being there, is I don't feel like that's just not where I would have put it. Just because Adventureland's not my favorite land.
Where would you have put it?
Well, aside from it being there for the fireworks, I mean, I would put it in Frontierland personally, above like all the shops, like a big. I don't know. That's where I would put it. I like the old.
You mean
West
like
feel.
where the prostitutes used to wave out over the balconies to the cowboys down below?
Yeah, because you know what, Scott? Me and Brant noticed a funny thing this past trip. Above on those balconies, you can see there's no alcohol served in Magic Kingdom now, but there's shot glasses and beer bottles and bottles of whiskey set up on the porches in Frontierland.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's where
They've
the
always
cowboys
been
would. Yeah, they've been there.
I've just never noticed that, and
That's traditionally on the upper deck of the saloons was often an inn, and that is where the women of ill repute would make their wares.
So
naturally you're going to leave your bottles of whiskey and beer up there.
So don't you think it'd be cool if Club 33 was there and you were part of Club 33 and you could look down on all those peasants from up there?
You see, here's the thing. The people who are joining Club 33 don't give a fuck about the peasants.
Yeah,
they don't care that we fucking exist. They're just going to be bougie in their little restaurant, and they want to see the fireworks. The only place I can see it going, but they would have never put it there, would have been over the train station.
They'd be too small.
Yeah, way too small. I could have seen them putting it atop the Plaza Cafe, or the Plaza restaurant. Keeping it Victorian and keeping it on Main Street. That's honestly where I thought they would have put it, but Adventureland works perfectly because you have a great view of the show.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen the door in Disneyland.
Yes,
but it's very unassuming.
it is. It's very nondescript.
So, if they put it in a place where everybody would see it, I think they'd get pushback from that too, because people would be just stalking out the door.
Well, that's why I think that if they were going to do it in Main Street, they would have done on that little side street where nobody goes.
Well,
That side
where they were going to put
entrance.
the theater that they canceled?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That one.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Now the door, I'm assuming, is going to be kind of like off the beaten path here as well.
I'm sure.
Or, not to change the subject, Scott, but what about Tomorrowland, but not really Tomorrowland? More like 60s Incredibles type vibe, like orange leather
There's
chairs.
a lot
Again.
of rumors that I'm hearing for Tomorrowland right now through a whole bunch of different channels, and I don't know what Tomorrowland's going to look like in another couple of years, to be honest.
I'm telling you, I think we're going to get back to that sort of like, you know how Hollywood Studios does the Hollywood that never was? I think we're going to get back to that like 60s sci-fi.
I doubt it.
Because look how well like retro mid-century modern stuff does nowadays.
Like, that's what
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Like, I'm talking a place,
I know,
a Club
but-
33 where Howard Stark would go enjoy a Manhattan.
Yeah. The
Howard
mid-century
Stern
modern.
is not getting into Club 30.
Stark.
Oh,
Howard
Howard
Stark.
Stern. I'm tired. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
I don't know, man. He probably has the money, let's be honest.
Yes. No, I could see that. I could see them doing Tomorrowland, but at the same time, you'd have to build 2 stories just to get up to it, because anywhere you're going to put it is going to be on top of the Monsters Inc. theater or Stitches theater, and then you've got a sightline perspective issue where you're going to see that building from elsewhere in the park, and that's not kind of what Disney wants to do.
It's supposed to be hidden.
Yes.
It's supposed to be very exclusive. It's not supposed to be too in your face.
What if you had to get on a
So-
people mover extension that took you to it?
No. We'll throw a fit.
Yeah. So what we do know about the Club 33, it's going to be called the Captain's Quarters. So it's gonna kind of play off that Adventures Club theme, the Skipper's Canteen theme. In fact, they're actually using one of the old dining rooms that they had originally planned for that.
That's awesome. I don't think
but-
it'll have all the fun, but that's awesome.
No, it's definitely not going to have all the fun. But it's going to be really nice. I'm interested to see what the Animal Kingdom is going to look like. It's still hidden by Scrim, but now that this will make 3 that are open so far, with Hollywood Studios, the old Catwalk Bar, and the Epcot American Pavilion old Chase Lounge.
See, that's the one that confuses me the most.
That was
If
strung
you were
together.
ever in the Chase Lounge, it's not big.
Well, I think they probably had more room to expand. They probably just use that for storage and stuff. It's
I
not
hope
that big,
so.
and I don't know where they're going to have like dining location for that, because there's no kitchen. Well, I guess they'll have to share a kitchen with the Liberty Public Inn.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I'm assuming that they're going to have just a shared kitchen, because there's no separate dining location for them, or I highly doubt they have the room inside there to make a kitchen.
I can't picture it.
Maybe it'll make the food better there.
I doubt it.
Have to step
Because
in.
it's still going to be a quick
Yeah.
service. And I just don't know. That's the one location I don't understand.
Yeah. I think it was kind of like, where do we put it? We can't really put it in Future World, because there's all those spaces that they use for party events and for private events, like the Coral Reef Lounge, the
see, but
GM
the
Lounge.
I think the whole part of especially where they put it in the American Adventures, so that you can see whatever the new nighttime spectacular is going to be.
Yeah, most likely.
Can we just admit that the
So-
Coral Reef restaurant should fucking go away? I mean, I'm the biggest
No.
proponent of.
No.
I love going to the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I could sit there and look at the fish and the dolphins and all that shit for hours.
I like Coral Reef.
Oh my God, no, we loved it our last trip, and we're actually doing that again this trip. We booked a reservation for it. It's really good.
And I am by no
I mean,
means
it's not
a fucking
the
humanitarian.
best food.
But eating mediocre seafood in front of fish is just.
Oh no, it got way better. It got way better.
I mean,
in
it's
the last.
Like I said, the times we've eaten there, we've enjoyed it. It wasn't like.
I'd rather go to
like
Harbor
signature
House and
good
spend
dining.
$20 less.
You go to where?
The Columbia Harbor House.
No, man. I'm telling you, this is Coral Reef is a highly underrated restaurant, even though it's pretty well attended.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's underrated at all. You always
It's-
wait
it's
for
well
a table in that place.
Well, most of the people I talk to say it's shitty.
Oh, see, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I look
enjoyed
forward
my
to.
meal.
I look forward to my next meal at Coral Reef.
I guess what I'm trying to say
honest-
is there's so many other good eating spots in Epcot. Coral Reef is.
I agree with that. We haven't eaten there in a while. I can agree with that.
What's-
There's many other places I would eat before I would probably try Coral Reef again. To me, it's true. Because out of the last 4 or 5 trips, I think we ate there maybe once.
If I'm going to Epcot, it's not even on my fucking radar.
Well, that,
you
and
should-
it's another one of those that it's a very small restaurant and it's difficult to get a reservation for.
You should put it on your radar. When was the last time you were there?
At Coral Reef or Disney World?
No.
It's such a dick.
At Coral Reef.
10 years ago?
10 years ago. That's a
That's a
long
long
time.
time.
I'm
ago.
also from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm pretty sure I can eat better
That's-
seafood here. It's the same reason I don't like fucking... People from up north come down and they eat at fucking... what's that shitty barbecue restaurant in Animal Kingdom?
Flame Tree.
Yeah. I mean, I go there and I'm like,
Flame
oh,
Tree.
I could make better barbecue in my backyard.
Trenton, I'm from the Northeast. We have pretty damn good seafood here too. It's worth a shot. Give it a shot next time you go down there. Maybe not November, but the following time. Give it a shot. The restaurant's really good. The pastries are amazing. The dessert menu is awesome too.
Well, maybe for April.
It's good. It's good.
It's
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it.
I just did, the last time we went there, the service was okay, and we waited. I want to say a good hour for our reservation, and that was just no good. For
Now,
me.
I will say
Yeah,
I'm
that's
one person that will
no
defend
bueno.
if somebody has a bad service experience somewhere. I don't think that's restaurant dependent. I don't.
Oh no,
think-
it's not.
Okay.
But it just, when my time in Disney is already kind of valuable, to wait that extra time, and there's no place to sit really. There's not that much of a lounge. You're just standing around literally in this little spot for an hour. It wasn't something that I would look forward to ever doing again.
Also, generally, if I'm planning a table service at Epcot, I'm sitting somewhere that I can watch Illuminations and scheduling my dinner for 8:30.
True. So going away from Club 33, which unless we get some sort of major corporate sponsorship, that's going to be just a suitcase and a dream.
Oh God. Womp womp.
Over at Animal Kingdom, now I know Trenton loves him some Animal Kingdom.
Favorite part?
Rivers of Light has some themed cocktails now. We are doubling down on Rivers of
You
Light.
know why? Because you have to be shit-faced to enjoy that shit show.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously. You either have to be shit-faced or really, really high. And I'm not like talking like a little high. I'm talking about I ate every edible that I've ever seen in my life to watch.
We're talking Alice in Wonderland, huh?
Yes, definitely.
So over at the Thirsty River Bar, one of our favorites, we reviewed that back on our July 22nd, 2018 quickie, where we talked about the Trenton's poll and the top 5 bars in WDW parks. So go check it out. It's back on July 22nd, 2018.
Sure.
You can go and grab a couple of 2 new Rivers of Light themed drinks. The first is not a new drink to anyone. It's the Singapore Sling, which is a classic cocktail.
Wait, so why is it Rivers of Light special then? I don't understand.
Just go with it, Adam. It's Joe Rohde. I don't know.
I don't think he's doing the menu. I don't think he would have chosen that particular.
No, I think it's because it's Asian themed, I guess. The first new drink is the Singapore Sling. It features New Amsterdam gin, Ball's cherry brandy, sweet and sour mix, grenadine, and Sprite. and it's $9.50.
You know what's funny is I noticed this on the menu the other day, and I couldn't remember. I didn't know that it was new by any means. I don't really. If I see Rivers of Light news, I'm like, never mind. But I did notice this on the menu, and I couldn't remember if it was new or not. So that really clears that up.
There are other locations on property you can get a Singapore sling, I want to say.
If you're at a decent bar, they'll know how to make a Singapore sling.
So I don't get why this is a specialty drink. You know, that's what I don't understand.
Because they have to do something. They have to do something to make people go to Rivers of Light because it's so bad.
And the Thirsty River Bar is right outside the entrance to Rivers of Light.
Yeah, but you're not... You might be able to buy the drink and bring it in, but if you leave, you're not getting back in. Because that's one of the shows where they dim all the lights and they don't want you walking around.
I would imagine... Oh, yeah, because they have no idea whether...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I never tried to leave because you are packed in there pretty well.
Also...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pro tip with Rivers of Light, go in there at dusk before the show starts. It's the best place to get a picture of Everest.
Which, clearly, we have lots of photographer people.
Yeah, right? I saw that thread the other day on the Facebook group, man. I thought, I was like, oh, this picture's cool, and then everyone just fucking outdid me. It's awesome.
But if you're looking something for frozen and spicy, because, Trenton loves frozen.
Oh, yeah.
They have a drink called the Dragon's Breath. Again, there ain't no dragons at Rivers of Light.
Doesn't sound good either.
Aren't the boats...
I thought they were like canoes or something.
I don't know.
There's a tiger and an elephant.
Maybe they meant elephant breath. I don't know if that sounds even better though.
That's over at the Dowel Bar, the boner shot.
I'm afraid of this shot, by the way.
It's actually super good,
but if you are looking for something a frozen slushy kind of drink, the Dragon's Breath has an interesting combination of Baijiu Dragonfire Spirit Liqueur, Chinese vodka, with mango puree, pineapple juice, blend it all together with some ice, and serve it with a straw, paper straw.
Where's the fire breath aspect?
It's got I think that the Baijiu Dragonfire Spirit Liqueur is a spicy liqueur. So you're gonna have like some cinnamon flavors to it. It's like a cinnamon vodka.
That sounds disgusting.
It sounds fucking horrid.
Yeah, it does.
If that's cinnamon, it's fine if it's not cinnamon. But if they're adding cinnamon with all those fruit juices, I'll pass.
Now, the liquor itself has actually got double gold at the Denver International Spirits Competition, Beverly Hills Spirits Competition. It's gotten some pretty good awards.
But what is it? Is it a spicy vodka or is it just vodka?
So it's a Baijiu, which is distilled from sorghum or wheat. And it's basically like a ricey, spicy aroma. So it's almost like
it's a vodka.
So it's not really spicy.
Yeah.
It tastes like cheap vodka, so it burns.
Yeah, it's a rice vodka. And then it's infused with dragon fruit, lychee, and hot chilies.
Because I want to say I had this in a drink at Food and Wine, but I can't fucking remember.
It's possible.
There's a shock, a drink at Food and Wine that I can't remember.
It sounds weird.
That'll do it. So yeah, you can find these over at the Thirsty River Bar right outside of Expedition Everest, near Rivers of Light entrance. They are available day and night, not just during the Rivers of Light times.
Where I've been speaking out of turn on this as well, the Himalayan Ghost and the Takiti Punch are not the same thing.
Really?
The Himalayan Ghost?
They're the same ingredients.
No, they're not. The Himalayan Ghost has guava.
Oh.
Yep. So I've been saying that wrong.
Why do we always miss that? Well, you know what? At least you've corrected yourself.
It's alcohol. We very rarely get alcohol right because we drink it.
I was about to say, because I'm normally shit-faced in Animal Kingdom anyway.
So let's stick with some more drinks. Adam, you went over to Amaret's Patisserie.
Yes.
To do that, you did that pastry thing.
Yeah, very hungover.
The cake decorating.
Very hungover.
Whose fault was that, Adam?
It was your fault, Trenton. I don't know whose fault it was because I just remember a lot of drinks, but I'm pretty sure I'm blaming Trenton.
Yeah, I poured them all into his mouth. Is what happened.
Yes. He actually put a gun to my head and said, "You're going to drink all these drinks right now."
Sounds about right.
And Adam said, "Sure, okay."
Okay. You can put the gun down.
Gun
it's
is
fine.
very unnecessary.
It's very, very unnecessary. Amaret's Patisserie over in Disney Springs has joined in on the basic white girl thing. They have introduced an apple cider Riesling frozen slushy.
That sounds fucking horrible.
There's a lot of words in that.
It is. It's the apple cider Riesling wine slushy is the actual name of it.
Well, they've
Rolls
had
off the-
wine slushies before.
Yes, they've had wine slushies. They've had rosé slushies. They've had champagne slushies. So now it's apple cider and Riesling's turn.
That sounds super sweet.
Yeah, it does. This basically sounds like LeFou's brew just boozed up.
All right, now I have a dumb question, and this might not have anything to do with anything, but I prefer my apple cider, like, warm and spicy.
Yeah, cold apple cider
Yeah.
is called apple juice.
Yeah.
It is apple juice. It's just part of the. It's part of the. What do they call this? I saw it on Twitter the other day. It was something like Wonder Fall at Disney World.
It sounds like a Starbucks ad.
Yeah. Basically, everything is pumpkin spiced and apples.
But that's everywhere now.
I know.
It's not just Disney. I mean, hell,
So-
I was at Dunkin' Donuts and had a freaking pumpkin muffin today because I wanted borderline basic white girl something.
So if you want to put on your tall riding boots with your leggings and your white sweater and your puffer vest, head over to Amaret's Patisserie and you can get your apple cider wine slushy.
Wait, are we going Heather's or are we going like something different with that description? Because that's all I pictured in my head.
Oh, it basically, you go to the pumpkin patch in my town in like 2 weeks, and every single white girl there is wearing the same uniform. It's the
Han Solo.
Han Solo look, yeah. It's kind of funny. You know what? When it happens, because we go every year to pick pumpkins there, I'll take a picture and post in the group.
Can we shit on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for a second?
Why?
Because they're
Why?
now allowing in previous years now this was a source from a different podcast, but they were allowing between I think 23 and 30,000 people, and now they're allowing up to 40,000 people at the party.
I thought it was always close to that.
Not from what this source said, was between 23 and 30,000.
Because they never actually... I've never seen Disney actually release the numbers for that.
No, they've never released.
I've just heard
but-
multiple reports that the party now just seems like another day at Disney.
See, but from what I've seen, the party... Even because they did the live cast the other night, the party wasn't full by any stretch of the imagination, and it wasn't sold out. I don't know... Like, the first party's always busy, the first weekend's always busy, and Halloween is always busy, and the last weekend's always busy.
Now,
and
we
those
did
are
ha-
always capacity numbers.
Now I'm not gonna.
Now we did have.
What? Go ahead, Scott.
I was gonna say we did have a member of our group who attended one of the first weekend parties. That is typically sold out and often oversold because it's the first time it's there, the first weekend it's there. Everybody wants to go.
But they shouldn't be overselling. That's a money grab. It's bullshit. You're making people not appreciate the party
They've always
that they're
done
paying
it.
for a hard ticket to. Yeah, but it's still fucking stupid.
But it's nothing new.
And that's why you listen to podcasts like ours and you plan accordingly, because if you go like mid-October, like we went, I want to say like October like 15th or 17th or something like that one year, and there was no one there.
Now,
Yeah, we've never had that much. The only time we've waited online when we've gone is to see characters.
Now, I might also be shitting on it a little bit because I don't care about meeting characters, I don't really care about fireworks, and I don't really care about parades.
Then
but-
don't go.
Yeah,
It's that simple.
And I don't like sweets.
The two,
Yes,
but the candy you get's pretty good.
But I just don't. I don't
I'll
eat
say-
candy, dude.
Oh, I do.
You don't eat. Oh, I eat candy.
And I'm not. And
especially
I'm not gonna
Halloween.
pay $75 to $130 extra after I could have gone to Magic Kingdom all day on my annual pass to fucking eat candy, and wait 3 hours to meet Jack Skellington, which is just a really tall dude with a bubble mask on his top of his head.
He's the only character I don't meet because I don't think he looks like Jack Skellington enough.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like
nothing
shit.
like Jack Skellington.
Yeah,
He looks like an alien.
The other characters are awesome.
I will say we did Mickey's Not So Scary. I think we met like one character. We really didn't do characters. We kind of just like walked around the park and took in the ambiance of Halloween at the park, and it was really awesome. And the parade and the fireworks are spectacular.
The Sanderson Sisters show I love.
Yep,
The
that's really good.
If you can see it,
Haunted
if
Mansion.
the park's not super crowded.
Characters. You say that you if you play it smart, you can see it
Right.
when the park's not
But
super crowded.
but playing it smart means waiting 2 hours in a good spot so a bunch of fucking people don't stand in front of you.
It's not.
Or you're gonna be
You
standing
don't go to
there
the
and
fir-
somebody's
It's
gonna.
this simple. If you don't have children, you don't go to the first show. You go to the last one.
That's right.
Empty.
Because
I've done it.
The first show is at like 7-ish, and the second one is at like 11, 11:30. So by that time, after the parade and the fireworks, parents and
People
their kids are
leave.
going home,
Yep.
and you still have another hour and a half in the park, which is where you can actually make headway there. That's where you can do all the rides you want to do, get all the treats you want to get.
We could have gotten up pretty much front row on the stage, and we showed up 5 minutes before show.
I'll ask
Yeah.
it this way, Scott. For you, Ethan, and Andrea to go, let's say on mid-October, so $100 night. $100 a piece. Was that worth it to you for this?
Yes.
For
I'll
Ethan,
tell you
who's
why.
not going to stay up for the entire thing.
Well, no, he would stay up for that.
He'd stay up.
He could stay up till 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay,
And if we really if he was excited about it, and trust me, he is excited. We already got his Halloween costume, and he is, and my wife is a Halloween fanatic. So yeah, this one I would pay. I would pay money for this.
$300 pays for half of my annual pass for the year, so I can't justify
Now-
it.
Now, $300 for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I would take a hard pass on that. I've been there. I don't need to do it
Now,
again.
this is the one that I would rather do. I've never been to either, so I don't want to shit on either of them. But I prefer Christmas over. I'm just not a big Halloween guy, I guess.
I love Halloween.
I love Halloween.
I've done both of them. I like the atmosphere in the park better on Halloween.
Now that
It's just some.
song gets stuck in my head, though, right?
Oh, yeah, it does, and that's glorious. I will say this. With Halloween, it's Halloween only at Magic Kingdom. With Christmas, it's Christmas everywhere.
Pretty much.
So
And
you
there's so
can
much
get-
more to see.
You can get Christmas at every single park. You don't have to go to the Halloween or the holiday party at Magic Kingdom. You can do, and I recommend it, do the Storytellers Around the World at Epcot. Those
Well,
are
that's
amazing.
new. But they're relatively new.
Yeah, I think they're only like 5 or
Yeah, but I
maybe
mean-
5 or 10 years old.
You can go to the Grand Floridian if you want a hot chocolate and get it from a gingerbread house. There's so many other.
And it will
things
taste a
that-
hell of a lot better than the watered down chocolate flavoring.
No,
at-
I think it's watered down in Grand Floridian too.
That's probably.
Now I will ask you guys. Speaking of Christmas, then we'll move to that. And I'm pretty sure I know both of your answers. But Candlelight Processional, who's your choice of speaker?
Oh, God,
Never seen it.
you know this.
I'm just saying, who would you pick if you wanted to see them?
You know the answer. to
I
this.
know it.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
the answer
mine's
to
different
this.
from y'all's, so.
You know the only answer that's acceptable.
Neil Patrick Harris is not the only acceptable answer, Scott.
That is the only acceptable answer.
my
Kurt
answer.
Russell.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell fucking crushes.
Nope. Barney Stinson crushes.
Did you just say he's old?
Yeah, he is old.
He's old. He's held together with baling wire and duct tape.
I
Yeah, pretty
bet
much.
she's a hell of a lot
One
funnier
more
than
face
Neil
left, and he
Patrick
can
Harris.
blink from his chin.
He looked. I will say this, Triton. I like Guardians. You know that.
It's not about Guardians.
he-
It's not even about just Guardians.
He looked terrible in
He's
Guardians
looking
2.
He looked like an infinitely old being. Yeah, that's probably what he should look like, Scott.
He looks rough. He was on one of the webcasts, or one of the YouTube videos that I was watching, promoting his Goji line.
Kurt Russell is also Disney
that is
fucking
good line.
royalty. Walt's final words were about Kurt Russell.
Yes, I am not saying that he's
No, I'm sure he'd be
okay. How many years ago was that?
A long fucking time. Respect your elders,
Yeah,
Adam. I have to
exactly.
do it every week on this show, okay? So you need to do it too.
It was actually 54 years ago.
Yeah. He's up there.
No, I don't disagree with you. Kurt Russell would be fine.
Or the chick from Modern Family, right? Because she's got the...
Sofia Vergara?
Yeah, she's got big brains, so, I would love to see her speak.
Oh, no, I would pass that because...
Yeah, with that accent, no thank you.
No, too heavily on the accent.
What?
I would say the other one, which I'm sure will come sometime soon, and that's LMM.
Who?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
He's not going to do that.
I bet you he will do it sometime soon.
No.
I bet you he does.
He's
I'm
too
just
in
saying.
demand right now. Why would he do that?
Because he does everything with Disney. When Disney says, "Hey, come do this," and then he says, "Sure," like voicing on DuckTales. He wasn't too busy to voice a couple things on DuckTales.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different voicing on DuckTales than to actually commit to a live thing. And then why wouldn't he be doing the artist thing, the Festival of the Arts?
Well, because this is basically a 3-day holiday that you get to go down to Disney World with your family, and if you follow NPH on Twitter or on Instagram, really, or
Right.
David Burtka, his pictures from the parks when he's down there are amazing.
Right, but
has
Festival
a
of the
lot of
Arts,
fun.
they actually have Broadway performances and
Yeah, but-
Broadway singers. So why wouldn't they ask him for that instead of this?
Because all he has to do is read from a script. That's a lot easier.
So I have two...
But he's so talented. Why don't they have him sing? I don't understand.
He's actually not that good of a singer.
Oh, okay then.
He's talented with his words and his music and lyrics. He's a mediocre singer.
So I have two questions for you guys.
I just made Scott. No, let me relish in this a little bit. I just made Scott say something bad about him. Okay?
I'm not gonna
Can
lie.
I enjoy this? Give me my moment.
He cringed real hard. His hair went flat when he said that. He looks disheveled. It's weird.
Hamilton is not the world's
No.
most prolific piece of music. It's just catchy and fun and awesome.
Okay.
I just can't wait till I can't wait till Adam finally breaks down and listens to the Hamilton
I
soundtrack.
tried to listen to the Hamilton soundtrack. I couldn't get through the overture. I shut it off.
Oh, I love the overture.
Snubbed. So, big question here. John Stamos, with his love for Disney, why hasn't John Stamos done this shit?
I think he has.
He's done it in California.
Oh, no. So I thought he was a WDW guy. Okay, number two question.
He's a California guy.
How long before we have one of the Marvel superhero actors doing it?
Right now?
Specifically,
Very long time.
Chris
Yeah,
Pratt.
I was gonna say 10
after his
years.
award acceptance speech, did you not see that happening? Come on, man.
And Chris Pratt. Everybody's bitching about the Guardians thing. So, like, right now,
Which, by the way,
you're not going to see any of that.
that building is fucking humongous.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the movie thing, though. About how that's all up in the air now, and nobody's quite sure if it's going to get made.
Let's get back to the parks. Over at Animal Kingdom's Creature Comforts, a.k.a. Starbucks in Animal Kingdom. Pumpkin spice everything. Okay?
Well, it's the typical Starbucks menu, so
Yeah.
that's going to be everywhere.
There are new cat-themed cake pops, pumpkin maple muffins, pecan maple muffins. That actually sounds really good.
They're not.
I don't.
No?
If they're the Starbucks kind, they're not.
Now, you ready for this? This one pertains to Trenton most appropriately.
Jesus Christ.
You can get your smart morning started on the right foot at Animal Kingdom with the bran muffin, pumpkin seed, oat granola, cranberry muffin.
Are you,
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
are you saying that I shit a lot, Scott? I don't understand what you're saying.
Where's the nearest bathroom to Creature Comforts? I want to say it's over near Pizza.
It's by Pizza
Fari.
It's by Pizza Fari.
Trenton would know.
And a good thing, because you are going to make a beeline for the Pizza Fari restrooms and go make a boom boom.
Not that the caffeine will get you started, but now you have a bran muffin on top
Dude,
of
buy
it.
this muffin and go over to fucking Flame Tree and feed all the birds.
Very, very interesting lineup at the new the Starbucks there. Have you guys been to that Starbucks?
I don't do Starbucks when I'm... I try to avoid
Scott,
Starbucks.
did you just ask me if I've ever been to a Starbucks?
Okay, so I have.
Do I look like I've
It's
been
actually
to a
pretty
Starbucks?
nice in there. Well, you got a beard. I would assume you did.
What?
That's a hipster
Yeah,
joke.
yeah. I ride my fixed gear in there with my PBR in my hand with my fucking denim vest on.
It's actually a pretty decent Starbucks, or decent building. It does look pretty cool.
It's cool, but
It's a Starbucks.
something cooler could be there. I'd rather have a fucking a little, snack stand there with some more, African inspired.
I like
stuff.
I like the fact that you can get a decent coffee there. It's not bad. The coffee's actually pretty decent there.
The best part.
It's better than the old Nescafe stuff they used to have.
But that you can't count Nescafe
I
as
know.
real coffee.
I know.
So. But there are so many other smaller brands that they could have supported. I don't. I'm not a big fan of regular Starbucks coffee. I like their espresso drinks every once in a while, but I have to be in the mood for it. There's always a lot of milk involved, and it's just
Starbucks.
It's usually something I pass.
Is
on.
like Be Our Guest. It was cool when it opened, and now they know people are going to go there anyways, so it sucks.
No, it's Starbucks. You're gonna get the same drink. It's all pre-measured. It's all like, yes, it's the same drink you can get at your corner store because everybody knows it. But does it really broaden anybody's horizons to coffee or anything like that?
No.
I'll pass. I mean, considering like you get a lot of the Starbucks coffees from Africa, they might have put like half a brain into it and maybe did a special blend, but that'll never happen.
No, and I wish they would have done what Joffrey's does for the parks for different resorts and actually have resort blend coffee specially made for these resorts.
I agree.
I'm now Joffrey's is still there. I'm actually surprised that when this partnership came out that they didn't give it to Joffrey's and say, "Hey, we will make you specialty coffee stands or specialty coffee shops where you can do your coffee and then we can supply the food." Because
but
that's a win-win.
Joffrey's is all about the coffee. It's not about the pastries and the this and
Well,
the
I know,
that.
but that's
the egg,
where
and
Disney
the egg
could've-
white and kale fucking wiener sandwich or
Yes.
whatever it is.
But that's where
No,
Disney
but
could have
you're
come
right.
in and said, "We'll provide the food, you provide the coffee, and we'll partner up here." But then
it's
again,
easier for
Yeah.
easier for Disney to just hand it over to somebody.
Also-
I was gonna say it's the ease of that.
I'm not a coffee guy. I would go to Joffrey's 10 times before I walked into a fucking Starbucks.
I like Joffrey's coffee.
I love coffee.
9 times out of 10. I'm
Also,
drinking
Joffrey's will
coffee.
put-
There's one Starbucks coffee that I like that I'll go out of my way for, but they never brew it. So that's
Problem is,
Which
will
one is that?
Will Starbucks put liquor in your
I
coffee?
like the Sumatra.
Oh yes, the Sumatran is the best.
But
Sumatran
that's
coffee is my favorite.
Starbucks
But
isn't
it
putting
has
a
to
double
be in
shot
a fresh
your shit.
press.
That's all I'm saying.
Starbucks not allowed to. Starbucks you can't get
Exactly.
alcohol.
Burn that motherfucker down.
Jesus.
Give me something better.
I'll go to a Joffrey's cart and get my double shot, set that bitch on fire like a Molotov cocktail, and throw it into a Starbucks. Get the fuck out.
All right, let's talk about some hotel news. The Swan and Dolphin, the Swalfin, has finally confirmed they're building a third hotel.
What kind of animal is it?
It's a zebra.
It's not. So this will be basically built on the current site of the Swans tennis courts. Tishman and MetLife, the current owners of the Swalfin resorts, will build a 14-story, 349 guest room hotel that is going to open in the fall of 2020.
Why?
21,000 square feet of meeting space, rooftop terrace to view firework displays at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, an on-site restaurant offering 75 seats, a 50-seat bar, and a lounge area, along with the awesome guest rooms, the fitness center, and basically a third hotel where they sell out the Swalfin pretty much all the time.
My issue with this is that the Swalfin needs a lot of exterior work.
Yes.
Both of them do. And
This will
Why-
not fit into the theming.
no,
This is going to be
it doesn't make sense.
It's going to be a very glass-based front. It's going to be very modern. It's going to have this kind of like wave look up at the top of it. The artist rendering of what it's going to look nothing like the Swan and Dolphin. It's mustard yellow, teal, and white are the three color combinations.
It doesn't matter. I'll never stay there. I'm DVC. Fuck it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. We have stayed at the Swalfin, and the beds, they really are heavenly.
I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just
It is a
I
good
don't
way.
even need.
It is a good way for those who are not DVC or those who want to pay a little less for a deluxe resort, because you can get essentially a deluxe room right in the middle of Epcot and Hollywood Studios for under $350 a night.
I don't think that price rate is going to last if they have to support a new hotel.
No, it's going to go up like anything.
I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. Somebody's going to end up paying for this hotel.
Of course it is, and that would be the guess.
So,
but it is.
There's just no point.
The Swolfen is big for conventioneers and businesses,
Parties and stuff. I've seen a lot of parties.
Yes, parties. It's a well attended hotel, and this will just offer one more wing for them to fill up. So they'll actually have their own pool too. So there's going to be a big elevated deck with a fire pit, and a 90-foot long pool for the guest enjoyment. So, and the pool at the Dolphin is really nice.
I'm not a DVC member, and I still don't want to stay here. It doesn't feel like Disney to me. I'm staying at the Swan. That feels like Disney. I don't know.
It's a Sheraton. It's a Sheraton hotel.
I mean, I agree with Trenton. They're ugly.
Now when we get
ugly.
When this episode drops, there are going to be a number of people who offer good tips about the Swolfen, because if you're a Starwood points member, if you have their corporate rewards card, it can be a great way to experience Disney at a much reduced rate. I
agree. There's ways that you can get anything for there's downtown Disney resorts that do the same thing.
Yes.
So I mean, it really depends on what you're looking at. So I mean, I just think they're ugly buildings. They bother me. They're an eyesore to me.
No, I definitely agree. I think they're so totally
they're
90s.
Dated,
they're 90s.
And they're just ugly.
Okay, so moving on, let's talk about some wieners. Okay? Casey's Corner. Trenton, I know you really, really love Casey's Corner.
I'm not paying $14 for a fucking buy-low hot dog, dude. Get the fuck out of my face.
Wait a minute. So essentially Casey's Corner is now doing a dog of the month. So every month they're going to renovate, or they're going to redo the menu so that they're going to have one certain hot dog that's available on a monthly basis.
Hot dogging.
So this one is a jalapeno popper hot diggity dog.
Ooh, so now I can get my lips and hassles in a casing with some fake gas station cheese on it. My favorite.
This looks really good. It's an all-beef hot dog topped with cheddar sauce, garlic ranch drizzle, bacon bits, pickled jalapenos, and then jalapeno poppers on top of that, served with french fries or apple slices.
Nope.
No.
For $12.49 for a foot long.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
I will definitely get this. I wish this could stick around, because that sounds really good.
That sounds disgusting.
No, it sounds
like
amazing.
ranch dressing.
I love ranch dressing
on a hot dog with cheese.
I would put that on a hot dog.
And jalapeno poppers. It's too much. It's no.
Now
you know what? Change this up a little bit. Give me fresh jalapeno.
Yep. That's too hot for the average person, though, Adam.
Yeah, that's too hot.
I'm sorry.
Do the pickled jalapeno.
I mean, I do too, but
I don't like pickled.
The general fucking sweatpants wearing motherfucker that's walking into Casey's, they're gonna complain. So,
but that's what I would eat. Give me your gourmet burger. Don't give me shit on top of shit.
Now for the bearded fellow.
Wow, I'm fucking out of it.
Now for the bearded fellow. There is a plant-based loaded slaw dog.
Oh yeah, that's what I want.
Are you ready for this?
It's not getting any better. Like this is just.
This is a vegetarian hot dog.
Is it a miracle burger? Is it a miracle hot dog?
Pretty much.
The Impossible Dog, like that burger.
That's what it was. Impossible.
Christ.
Fucking think of it.
So the plant-based sausage topped with pickled slaw, barbecue vegan aioli. I don't know how you do that.
Scott, do you want to do me a favor and never say plant-based sausage ever again in your life?
And a roasted corn relish. And it comes with french fries or apple slices for $10.99. $10.99 for a fucking vegan hot dog. No fucking way.
Nope.
No way.
Corn relish.
Corn relish is good.
I can get that at, what is it called? I can get that down at Pico's Build.
Pico's Build.
Make that shit at my house.
They still offer, as always, the bacon macaroni and cheese dog, the chili cheese hot dog, and the corn dog nugget meal, which
is the only thing I eat there.
Oh, those corn dog nuggets are the best.
I do it.
There's nothing like a late night snack at Casey's with
Seriously.
corn dog nuggets.
That's what we do. We on the way out from Magic Kingdom after watching the fireworks. That's where.
If we're going to give a fair review, let's also all note that we have a friend that broke a tooth on something foreign in the chili of a Casey's hot dog.
He's got sensitive teeth.
I wouldn't say that's the issue. I would say that there was something in the fucking chili that was disgusting and hard. So.
A little bit of it. Let's talk about something you could do as an experience, because this is actually kind of cool.
Does it involve wieners again?
This is a brand. No, it doesn't involve wieners.
Okay.
It does involve alcohol.
Ooh.
So that is
Pickled wieners?
paramount to our podcast. Over at Abracadabra, all right, Disney has announced a new Abracadabra wine glass painting event every Thursday in September, happening on the boardwalk. From 1 to 3 p.m., you can enjoy the ambiance of the Abracadabra and paint your own wine glass. Dates have only been announced through September, but when Disney says something like on their parks blog, this month's design is inspired by hashtag Taste Epcot. Food and wine. That's obviously going to be extended.
Don't hashtag things.
It depends on how well it does. This would be the last place I would want to go to paint a wine glass. Or do anything, really.
It seems like kind of fun. You can, you'll have an instructor there that's teaching you how to do the paintings. They'll give you guidance. At the same time, you can.
Does it come with an alcoholic beverage?
It's $50 per person.
Well,
hold on. It does include wine to drink while you're painting. The event includes, it's $50 per person plus tax. Only credit cards or Magic Band payments accepted. It includes 2 wine glasses to paint yourself, so you get to paint 2 different wine glasses while enjoying red wine, white wine, and cheese platters, and for those boring people, soft drinks. Space is limited. It's about 18 people per session. So if you do want to pre-register for it, go over to Boardwalk's Community Hall, and that's where you'll find the pre-registration for the event. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it would be fun to do and bring home a nice souvenir for $50 when you're going to get 2 glasses of wine, which is going to run you $25 itself.
But I can do that here.
Yes, you can, but you can't.
I mean,
but it's the Disney.
That's my. But okay, so I paint a Mickey Mouse at the Wine and Design here, and there's my Disney.
Now, Adam,
glass.
I would normally agree with you here.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Here it comes.
Trenton's on my side. Sort of.
I hate...
Maybe.
That's one thing, and I do it, too, about food. But food is different from experiences. And shit like this, experiencing it in Disney is much, much different than doing it at your local fucking bottles and brushes or whatever the fuck it is.
Pinot palette.
But hear me out. Just hear me out. This is not necessarily a Disney glass. Technically, it's not. It's something you're painting. So if you're not happy with the way it comes out,
Throw it in the garbage.
there's your $50. Yeah, but you just spent $50 on 2 glasses.
You know, I've spent a lot stupider shit for fucking $50 in Disney.
Yes, and how drunk were you?
Extremely. I would have to fucking be extremely drunk to do this dumb shit too. I'm not defending the event. It sounds like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life because I'm not doing it. I don't like wine that much. I don't like painting because it would be all fucked up because I'm stupid. It's just not going to be good. But I do think that doing things in Disney that you could technically do. I could go to a fucking zoo in Colombia too, but going to Animal Kingdom and walking and seeing the gorillas and going to the Maharaja Jungle Trek and shit like that, it's different. It's just different.
I get that it's different, but this isn't a bar. This is not in a theme park. This is not... I mean, the way I'm looking at it, it's not in something that's exclusively Disney to me. I don't think that this particular venue screams Disney to me.
True.
And that's where I'm saying from that standpoint. If it was someplace else overlooking something, maybe. Like, top of the world, at least you get, like, the views from. There's a tour at the end. Like, during it, when you do the tastings, there's different aspects of it. This is in a pretty dark, enclosed bar.
Remember, I'm just being devil's advocate here. I think this is fucking stupid. But I agree with what you're saying a little bit. Yes. I get it. I mean, I'm not spending $50 to do this.
No.
I mean, I can go to
no
Food
way.
and Wine, and $50 gets me one thing from, what, 6 booths? 7 booths?
What? Are you drinking at any of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little. You get one beer, it's $4.25. The beers are reasonably priced this year. It's $4.25 for a beer is not bad.
Really?
He was only talking about drinking. He wasn't talking about eating.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily.
Fair
I
enough.
feel like the prices this year are really, really fair.
It's not bad. You
Okay.
get I think you get usually a 4-ounce beer for $4.
Yeah.
which
That's
is
not awful.
which is standard for Disney. I mean, you get a 12-ounce beer. It's what, $10?
Give or take.
Depends.
Give or take?
Depends. It depends on what the
Depending.
beer is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can get a
I mean-
12-ounce Golden Monkey for $9.25.
Yeah. So I mean, it's essentially $9 for a 12-ounce. You're getting a little bit smaller portion here for the money because it's a specialty beer that they're bringing in on a very limited basis.
Right. I mean,
I think this would be fun to do if you're in a group we're doing the bourbon tasting at the November Sheet Up. This would be fun to do with a group of sheeters that you're going to all go together and all enjoy each other's company. It's more about the company and the experience than the actual
See, but I
product.
disagree with that because part of the meetup is the venue.
Well, yes, it's top of the world versus
and
Abracadabra.
that's what I'm saying. And then halfway through that, because we've done it before, they actually take you out on the patio. They point out things to you. It's a little bit of a history lesson. I don't see that kind of thing happening here.
Now, have you been to Abracadabra yet?
We walked in and walked out.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
drinks look super sweet.
the drinks I've heard are not
It's
good.
gimmicky.
we'll have to get the.
Yeah, that's what I
We'll have
heard.
to get the report from C-Maj, Namdug, and Jennifer Goodman, and the Enderlins on that one. They were just at Abracadabra. This past weekend.
They met up at Abracadabra. The bar itself is pretty cool. It's got a lot of hidden secrets to it. I like that.
It's got a.
I like the idea of the bar, but I wouldn't. There's nothing there that catches my attention that I have to go get a drink there.
What?
All right, so let's stick with classes because classes are like Disney's new thing. If you go over to Disney Springs, over at Terralina Italian restaurant, you could actually go and make your own pasta.
See, now be careful with that because is that one owned by Disney or is that?
It's owned by the Patina. Well, it's Italian, so it's owned by the Patina Group. But
Right. So if
it's pretty cool. It's a new restaurant that's only been open for about 3 or 4 months now. During the day, they have classes where you can go make your own pasta. You'll have a chef that's teaching you how to do this at home. Let me tell you something. I spent a day making homemade ravioli for Andrea, and my forearms were fucking burning.
Day?
Yeah, it was a lot of work. Well, like an afternoon.
I was just gonna
Do you
say
have
a
a
whole
pasta
day.
sheeter?
Holy fuck!
No, I don't. I hand rolled everything.
That sucks.
I know. I've never made homemade pasta since.
Well, from what I mean, and I don't. I'm not a restaurateur or anything, but I heard like it's just easier to get the box pasta. And
Yeah.
be done with it.
It is. So this class offered again through September, but if it does well, it'll continue. Guests from 12 to 2 p.m. Will join Executive Chef Justin Plank, demonstrating how to make fresh pasta at home with some few simple ingredients. There, you will learn how to make spinach and ricotta ravioli with a roasted garlic tomato cream sauce while sipping your wine. So there's some alcohol involved. Then you can put your skills to the test and create your own to take home. So you'll actually create fettuccine, or it looks like pappardelle.
How would you take fresh pasta home?
Well, what you do is they'll hang it and dry it, and then you can take it with you to go.
Yeah.
And vacuum seal it.
And then you know what it tastes
Rotini?
like? The shit from the box.
No, not the ravioli. The
Oh.
it looks like pappardelle actually, because it's a little thicker than fettuccine. From the
All right, let's get to the real kick in the head. How much is it?
$39.95.
That's
Plus
not
tax.
but I wouldn't do that.
I'd
That's not
rather do
bad.
that than that
don't
fucking
wanna-
stupid wine shit.
I would do that over the wine thing. I agree with that. But at the same token, I am not going to Disney to learn how to cook.
A couple of quick hits before we
already know
wrap
how to
this
make
episode
pasta.
up tonight. The quick service over at Coronado Springs. Adam, you've stayed at Coronado Springs, right? Mm-hmm. Trent, have you stayed there?
No.
Okay. The Pepper Market, the old Pepper Market over at Coronado Springs used to be a wonderful quick service restaurant. Lots of flavor, lots of fun. It turned
It was weird.
It turned into burgers and fries and quesadillas.
It was strange. I just remember going in there and not being able to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do.
Yeah, it turned into a weird restaurant. With the new theming to Coronado, with the new refurbishments, Coronado Springs Resort has undergone a lot of changes, and that includes the new El Mercado de Coronado.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
The food menu's the same. The decor and the name have changed. That's it.
Well, but from what I understand, they're eventually going to move the lobby and everything to the new building anyway.
Yeah, so the old building will have a few more food service operations, because with the addition of this whole new tower, you're going to have a lot more people, a lot more conventioneers, which means you need some more food service.
I'm thinking these might go away.
Eventually, I think they will redo that whole lobby to add more restaurants, because one of the things with this whole transformation that they're doing with Coronado,
Well, they're getting the restaurant in the middle of the lake.
yes, you're adding a sit-down restaurant. You already have a sit-down restaurant.
They're adding 2 sit-down restaurants.
One
Isn't
on-
there one going to be on the top?
No,
one
that's
in the middle of the lake?
that's at Riviera, the DVC resort.
Okay, I thought there was one going at the top of this too.
No, the top of this resort is the top of the new building is going to be presidential suites for the big wigs.
No, I'm pretty sure
corporate
there's a
bigwigs.
restaurant at the top, Scott.
Is it really?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Can't swear to it. But
Pretty
I'm
sure that said it was either a
almost
rooftop
positive.
bar and restaurant or a rooftop. I thought it was like a bar and grill, I believe, actually.
Ah.
I'd have to look
I
into
kn-
more, but I remember old articles. I don't know.
Yeah. One new thing they will be adding to the menu is margaritas, so you can get a margarita at the quick service now, which is
Well, this is also please stay here.
yes, and I will say please stay here because it's a wonderful resort. I loved it. We've stayed here
I'm
3
saying
times.
right now it's please stay here. That's what I mean
Yes.
with all the construction and everything.
Yes.
They've learned a lot from the Caribbean beach construction too. So instead of closing the restaurant like they did at Caribbean Beach and had like tents built so that you'd have some sort of food, they learned a lot from that.
AKA,
So
look
I
out
think
for
that's
low
why
rates
you're
if you're trying to get into Disney in a nice
Exactly.
hotel right now, because I know Caribbean Beach was offering like sub $90 a night to stay there.
Yep.
Yeah, it is definitely a time that if you want to try Caribbean Beach, if you want to try Coronado Springs, now is the time to do so. I think construction runs until mid 2019 on both of these. Early, it's like
no
spring
idea.
spring 2019, I think, is when they are expected to be finished.
I know. I just know it's DVC, so we'll know when it goes on. Before it actually opens, we'll find out when it goes on sale.
I think that the Caribbean Beach is supposed to last until maybe fall. I know that they're a little bit behind the Coronado. Coronado is like
no idea.
up, and they're I want to say they have like 10 or 12 of the 15 floors completed. Like the entire shell is completed. Not soft goods and everything, but the entire shell is completed. All right. So the last thing I wanted to mention before we finish off this episode, this quickie, Trenton, I texted you while you were down at Disney.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, and I told you to get the shaved ice over at Animal Kingdom.
I don't fucking remember that at all.
You were probably sleeping off the kiddie pool.
Was it on Facebook for real? I don't really remember.
Yeah, it was on Facebook. So if you over at look, I love shaved ice. Shaved ice is one of my favorite things, and it's not a snow cone. It's not Italian ice. It's shaved ice. It's from Hawaii. It is awesome. Over at the Harambe Market, they have 3 different kinds. They have a watermelon for $3.99, mango passion fruit for $3.99, or a pina colada shaved ice for $3.99.
I remember this.
Now,
Yeah, I remember.
Now,
Kind of.
you can also get the watermelon and the mango passion fruit with some snow leopard vodka. Or the pina colada with some Star African rum.
Wouldn't that melt the ice really fast?
I would assume so.
If you pour it on like the top of it, it'll melt the ice a little bit, but you'll get a little boozy flavor to it.
Because I know Steph got a fucking frozen lemonade with some Tito's in it that the guy poured like a triple, and that shit turned to liquid real fast.
But it's over at the Harambe Market. It looks really good, and hopefully when they're still offered when we're down there, because I really, really want to try this.
Harambe Market's still someplace that I've never fucking eaten, but every time I look at the menu, I'm like, God damn, it's all smoked meats and ribs and sausages and stuff. I mean, it's just right up my alley, and I don't know why I've never eaten there.
Now, we actually canceled one of our dining reservations to do a quick service at Animal Kingdom while we're down there, and Harambe Market's one place I think we're going to go check out.
Harambe Market's a good
No,
one.
you need to go to Satuli.
I know. Satuli.
yeah.
Well, Adam, how about both?
Your kid likes
But
McDonald's.
you just said
so-
no. You said one.
Okay.
To be fair, you just said you were only going to check out one. So
Well-
I said if you have to choose one, you got to do Satuli.
Then I say, how about both? Because I'll eat
Okay.
both.
All I'm saying is your kid likes
I
McDonald's.
know you will.
cheeseburgers.
Andra will get like, we're eating again. I can see how this is
Get
gonna
those
go.
fucking bao buns, dude. They're still just as good. I think there's more filling in them now. Ugh.
I'm all in on a bao bun. But if you do want to go over to Harambe Market, these are available. The alcoholic version costs you $9.50. The unleaded version is $3.99, and it's a snack credit on your dining plan. So
With alcohol?
no, without the alcohol.
Also, the dining plan is stupid. Don't do that.
Yeah, we've talked about the dining plan.
It's bad.
It's not bad per se. It could use some tweaking to make it better.
The dining plan's not bad if you're a lazy asshole that doesn't want to think
The
about your
dining
meals.
plan is bad.
Ye-
The dining plan.
If you're the person that goes,
Yeah.
it's just easier if I'm on the dining plan, because
And the only,
no,
I wouldn't go that far. The dining plan is good if you're on a budget.
no,
Because this, no, hear me out.
yes,
Because
he's right.
no.
Because just let me finish.
He's right.
Because you can budget out your trip easier.
Mm-hmm.
If you're making payments towards a trip, and this is a one-time kind of thing, it makes sense.
Okay,
He is correct.
I can show you how to spend hundreds
Because
of dollars less.
Right, you can.
you
but,
can.
But for the average person who's going once and making payments towards this trip, like Disney offers that vacation bank thing, if you can make payments towards this trip over the course of 18 months, or
And know that your food is taken care of.
Right.
And know, like, if for people who do all-inclusive trips,
right,
this is something totally out of their wheelhouse.
this is as close to all-inclusive as you will get, especially with the new addition of the alcohol to the dining plan.
Exactly.
It's a good way for people who are not used to planning or don't want to plan to do it this way.
For some people, it works.
I feel like the addition of the alcohol is just a way for them to increase prices and still make money. It's
They increase it every year without the
right,
alcohol.
but now they
This
can
is
go,
the
well, it's fucking $18 extra a day, and your average alcoholic beverage is not 18 fucking dollars.
No, but if you do the 3 table service credits, it certainly balances out.
It adds up.
Fuck
Yeah.
is getting 3 table service credits a day.
Both sides.
For the record, Adam and I both raised our hands because
yeah.
Because all they do in
nom,
Disney
nom,
is fucking
nom,
eat,
nom.
apparently. Because they plan their entire
Eat.
trip
Yeah,
around
okay.
having 3 table service restaurant reservations a fucking
No,
day.
That's not.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
what we did. First of all,
most of the time it
Please.
was a signature dining for dinner, and then
Yeah.
we have an extra
every
one
time
for breakfast.
Every night we ate signature dining.
How do you guys have time for
Every
this
night.
shit?
I like to
I
eat.
like food.
So do I. I've never had a problem with that.
When
But
I'm on,
I like good food, and I like to sit down
So
and
do
eat.
I.
I don't. I like an upscale restaurant every now and then. I'm bougie that way. When
Yeah.
I'm on vacation, I want to enjoy my vacation. And to me, having a sit-down meal is
I'm not
vacation.
saying you can't have sit-down meals.
every night, at least for me, I'm not on vacation unless I'm sitting down with my family, sitting down with my friends, enjoying good company over good food with good wine. That to me is vacation. And we've done the 3 table service credits. I don't know if I will do that again because it is a lot of food. But maybe another day we'll talk about re-theming. Another quickie we'll talk about re-theming the dining plan or reimagineering the dining plan. So go over to magicalmeltdown.com, check it out. Great t-shirts, great glassware. Get the Tambu Lounge shirts before they reopen as the new and improved Tambu Lounge, which I'm excited for because more seating, more bar space equals more fun.
Also, there's a new shirt with all of our names on it.
Which is
There
creeping me
is.
I feel like I had to be
But if
last
you
because
get
I
it-
had the longest name, which is bullshit.
But if you get it in black, only Tim Adams and my name is legible.
Is it true?
Yeah,
I
apparently,
didn't
according to
look at
Brant. Yeah, definitely go check out our shirt. If you want to buy the shirt, I'll sign the back of it. You get it in a light color, Brant. I'll sign the back of it down in November.
I'll sign on my name because I'm like that.
Yeah.
I have a stamp. I'm like Buzz Lightyear. I don't have time for signing shit. Slam a stamp on your chest.
It has nothing to do with his big mitts.
Yeah. Or did I? Yeah.
But go check it out. Great stuff over there. Go over to Facebook. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, that's where all the fun happens. Facebook.com/group/3sheets. A lot of fun there. Answer the questions when you request to join. There's a couple of people, and if you're listening to the show and you've been nominated, answer the goddamn questions so that we can let you in. It's a lot of fun. We've had a bunch of new members. They're enjoying the Facebook group. It's where all the magic happens.
I thought you were gonna say dag flabbit like an old person.
Dag flabbit? No, I'll say.
Dag flabbit?
I've never heard that one before.
I've never heard that either. Dag nabbit.
Dad gum.
Whatever. I live in the South. People are weird.
Bless your heart.
Also, go over on Instagram and Twitter. Check us out at 3 Sheets Podcast. Mention us in your photos from the parks. We're gonna have a great time over there. We will be posting down in November. So, guys, a lot of fun with this quickie. Trenton, you're missing part of a finger. Give us some closing remarks.
I am missing part of a finger, and I was stung by a bee today, and I shaved a chunk of my head off on a fucking piece of metal. So this has been a real rough fucking day, alright? But I'm really glad I got to sit down. Yeah, so it was a really bad day, it was a really long day, and I've been looking forward to this all day, and this was fun. I know it's a long quickie at this point, but I really love doing these quick episodes, or quicker episodes.
Mid-length. We'll call them mid-length.
Yeah, it's like an average. Like, you're a good size. Like, no one's gonna complain about it. So I really like doing these. I'm looking forward to it all day long. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk about this. Scott, you had some great stuff to talk about, even though we kind of got off on a little bit of a tangent, multiple occasions here. Thanks for listening. I appreciate everyone caring about our opinions on this shit, because I'm the cheeriest person in the fucking world, apparently.
Yeah, we're looking forward to your full trip report because, like I said at the start of the show, you've done things that we just don't. We the rest of us aren't going to do. We're not going to do that.
Physically or mentally.
There's a lot.
You want to think about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I mean,
that
we'll
we will
think
not be
about doing it, but at the end of the day, we're too shy to do that.
Yeah.
It's not a shyness issue. It's just,
Yeah. Adam, give me some closing remarks tonight as we finish this quickie up.
Well, again, just to piggyback on Trenton, thank you again for listening. We do this for you guys as much as we do it for ourselves because we get to hang out with each other, and it's really cool. Trenton, welcome back home. It's good to see your stupid face. And we'll look forward to hearing your trip report in a couple of days. So, there's that.
All right. Well, look, I've had a lot of fun. This has been a great night. We've had some laughs, some tears. Trenton told us a little bit about his trip. So if you are looking forward to his full trip report, which a good portion of it was shared on Facebook, stay tuned next week as we will have the entire recap. The actual Monday morning quarterback, what he regrets, what he does not regret, and
what I remember.
What he remembers.
Yeah, this was just a teaser. This was just I was just giving you the tip tonight. We'll give you the
what didn't get fuzzy.
I'll give you the whole thing later.
So as he recounts the pictures from his iPhone and Get Fuzzy Part 2, I want to say from all of us here at 3 Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.